Hi, I am Vijay, the founder of Math Marvels. I am here to prove that anyone, yes, anyone, can master math with the right logic and speed strategies. Let's break the myth around math and start your journey with logic, not fear. Alright, Marvels. Today's mission is simple. We are going to learn the S.C.A.N strategy, your new superpower to crack word problems easily and confidently. This session is from Class 10, Chapter 3, Pair of Linear Equations in Two Variables. You know, the one with those number, age, and fraction puzzles. And what's the secret weapon? The S.C.A.N strategy. It's a simple, step-by-step method to decode the story, frame the right equations, and solve any word problem using pure logic. Get ready to break word problems like a true marvel. Alright, Marvels, here's what you're going to master today. First, you'll learn how to decode word problems using the powerful S.C.A.N strategy. No guessing, no confusion. Just clear, logical steps. Then, we'll dive into number, fraction, and age-based problems, the ones that scare most students. But not you. Next, you'll sharpen your equation framing skills, so story problems stop looking like stories and start looking like solvable math. And finally, it's game time. You'll challenge yourself with the Marvel Challenge and take on the Marvel mission, where speed meets logic. Let's level up. Let's break down the S.C.A.N strategy step by step. S stands for study the situation. Always read the question twice, slowly. Underline what's given and underline what's being asked. Don't rush. Let the story settle in your brain. C is for choose your variables. This is where you turn words into math. Assign variables to the unknowns like x and y. Golden tip: assign the variable directly to what's being asked. Nothing more, nothing less. That keeps your work clear and makes solving easier. When you study the situation and choose your variables smartly, half the problem is already solved. Now let's move to the next two steps of the S.C.A.N strategy. A is for align each sentence as an equation. This is where you translate the story into equations, one sentence at a time. Whenever you see phrases like is, are, or will be, think of the equal sign. Words like of usually mean multiplication. More than or less than usually point to addition or subtraction. It's not magic, it's pattern spotting. N is for nail the solution. Now it's time to solve. Use the substitution or elimination method, whichever works best. Once you get the answer, verify it and box it confidently. And here's the mindset. We don't stop at just solving. We double check and we finish strong. So remember, align the story clearly, then nail the answer confidently. That's how you S.C.A.N like a marvel. Let's apply the S.C.A.N strategy to this real question. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. What are their present ages? First, study the situation. We are given two time-based relationships between Jacob and his son, one in the future and one in the past. Underline the key parts. The question is asking us to find their present ages. What's given? Future and past age comparisons. What's asked? Their present ages. Now, choose your variables. Let Jacob's current age be X and his son's current age be Y. We don't guess. We scan and we understand. Now that we have chosen our variables, let's organize the data using the magic table. As we assumed earlier, Jacob's present age equals X and his son's present age equals Y. Jacob's age after 5 years will be X plus 5. His son's age after 5 years will be Y plus 5. In the same way, Jacob's age 5 years ago will be X minus 5 and his son's age 5 years ago will be Y minus 5. This helps us break down the question visually, past, present and future. Now, time to align each sentence as an equation. Let's take it one line at a time. 5 years hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. The first thing we do is spot the terms like is, was or will be. Here we see will be, so we put an equal sign in place of that. Now, look at the left-hand side part of will be. It says 5 years hence, which means Jacob's age 5 years later. So, we write X plus 5 on the LHS. Now look at the RHS part. It says 3 times, which means 3. Then we see the word of. That becomes a multiplication sign. And finally, his son. But be careful, since it's 5 years hence, it's Y plus 5, not just Y. That means X plus 5 equals 3 times Y plus 5. Next, 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. Again, first we spot the terms like is, was or will be. Here it is was. So we put an equal sign in place of that. Now the LHS part, 5 years ago, Jacob's age, that's X minus 5. The RHS part says 7 times, which means 7. Again, the word of becomes a multiplication sign and his son. But careful, since it's 5 years ago, it will be Y minus 5, not just Y, which gives us X minus 5 equals 7 times Y minus 5. See, we're just translating the story into math, one sentence at a time. It's not magic, it's a method. Let's simplify both equations. First, x plus 5 equals 3 times y plus 5, which can be written as x plus 5 equals 3y plus 15. Bring variables to one side and numbers to the other side, so it becomes x minus 3y equals 15 minus 5. That is x minus 3y equals 10. We will call this equation 1. Now let's simplify the second equation. X minus 5 equals 7 times y minus 5, which expands to x minus 5 equals 7y minus 35. Again, move variables to one side and numbers to the other side. So it becomes x minus 7y equal to minus 35 plus 5. That is x minus 7y equal to minus 30. We will call this equation 2. Now it's time to nail the solution. We'll solve these using the elimination method. Write equation 1 and equation 2. Since the coefficients of x are the same, we simply change the signs of the second equation. Now x and negative x cancel out. We are left with 4y equals 40. So y equals 40 divided by 4 equals 10. Now substitute y equals 10 into equation 1. Equation 1 was x minus 3y equals 10. Replace y with 10. X minus 3 times 10 equals 10. That is x minus 30 equals 10. So x equals 10 plus 30. X equals 40. After solving, we get Jacob's present age is 40 years and his son's present age is 10 years. Don't forget, always substitute the values back into one of the original equations to verify your answer. Because at Math Marvels, it's not magic, it's a method. Alright Math Marvels, here's your next question. Let's apply the S.C.A.N method again. Problem 1. Half of the difference between two numbers is 2. The sum of the greater number and twice the smaller number is 13. Find the numbers. Let's crack it with the S.C.A.N method. First, study the situation. We are comparing two numbers. Clue 1, there's a difference condition. Clue 2, there's a sum condition. Now let's choose our variables. Let the greater number be x and the smaller number be y. Next, align each sentence as an equation. Statement 1. Half of the difference between two numbers is 2. The first thing we spot is the word is. That becomes an equal sign. Now LHS, it says half, meaning 1/2. The word of means multiplication. And the difference between two numbers is x minus y, since x is greater than y. On the RHS, it's simple, just the number 2. So the equation is 1/2 open parenthesis x minus y close parenthesis equals 2. Simplify this into standard form. X minus y equals 4. Now statement 2. The sum of the greater number and twice the smaller number is 13. Again, is will be written as equals. Look carefully. It says sum of. Remember, whenever you see sum of or difference of, it means addition or subtraction of at least two numbers. The trick. Those numbers are usually separated by the word and. Here, the two numbers are the greater number, which is x, and twice the smaller number, which is 2y. So, the equation is x plus 2y equals 13. Now, it's your turn to nail the solution. Solve both equations and find the two numbers. Because remember, we don't just practice, we train our brain. Alright Math Marvels, problem 2 is here, and this one's all about fractions. The problem says, if we add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. It becomes 1/2 if we only add 1 to the denominator. What is the fraction? Let's study the situation. Two conditions are given, both about how the fraction changes. Next, choose your variables. Let the numerator be x and the denominator be y. Now, let's align each sentence as an equation. The first statement, add 1 to the numerator and subtract 1 from the denominator, the fraction reduces to 1. The key word here is reduces to. This acts just like is, so we put an equal sign in place of it. On the LHS, add 1 to the numerator means x plus 1. Subtract 1 from the denominator means y 1. So the fraction is x plus 1 over y minus 1. On the RHS, it's simply the number 1. So the equation is x plus 1 divided by y minus 1 equals 1. Now let's convert this into standard form. Transfer y minus 1 to the other side. That gives x plus 1 equals y minus 1. So x plus 1 equals y minus 1. Now shift variables to one side and numbers to the other side. That becomes x minus y equals negative 1 minus 1, which simplifies to x minus y equals negative 2. And that is our equation number 1. Statement 2. The second condition says, if we only add 1 to the denominator, the fraction becomes 1/2. Spot the keyword becomes. Just like is, that means an equal sign. Now the numerator stays x. The denominator becomes y plus 1. So the equation is x divided by y plus 1 equals 1/2. Let's simplify this into standard form. Clear the fraction by cross multiplication. 2x equals y plus 1. Now bring y to the left side. That becomes 2x minus y equals 1. And that's our equation number 2. Now it's time to nail the solution. We've got two equations. Equation 1, x minus y equals negative 2. Equation 2, 2x minus y equals 1. Your job is to solve them. You can use substitution or elimination, whichever you prefer. Once you've cracked it, post your answer in the comment section below. Because remember, we don't just practice, we train our brain. Alright Math Marvels, let's take on problem 3. The problem says, the ages of two friends, Ani and Biju, differ by 3 years. Ani's father is twice as old. Biju is twice as old as his sister. The ages of Ani's father and Biju's sister differ by 30 years. Find the ages of Ani and Biju. Let's crack it with the S.C.A.N method. S. Study the situation. We have 4 people and all the relationships are connected through age. C. Choose variables. Let Ani's age be x. Let Biju's age be y. Why not the others? Because the question is only asking for Ani's and Biju's age. And since the problem mentions a difference in their ages, let's assume it's older than Biju. A. Align the statements as equations. Statement 1. The ages of Ani and Biju differ by 3 years. That becomes x minus y equals 3. Statement 2. The ages of Ani's sister and Biju's sister differ by 30. We need Ani's father and Biju's sister's ages. Ani's father is twice Ani's age, so father's age is 2 times. Biju is twice as old as his sister, so his sister's age is y over 2. Now the condition says the ages of Ani's father and Biju's sister differ by 30. That means 2x minus y over 2 equals 30. Take the LCM on the left hand side. That gives 4x minus y divided by 2 equals 30. Transfer 2 to the right hand side. So 4x minus y equals 16. So our two equations are 1. xy equals 3. 2. 4x minus y equals 16. N. Nail the solution. Now it's your turn to solve these two equations. Use substitution or addition, whichever you prefer. Once you get the ages of Ani and Biju, post your answer in the comment section below. Because remember, we don't just practice, we train our brain. Welcome to the Marvel Challenge Zone. Let's see how fast and sharp you really are. Please be ready with a book and a pen to solve with me now. Challenge 1. Go through the problem once carefully. The sum of thrice a number and twice another number is 16. Also 5 times the first number exceeds 6 times the second number by 8. Find the two numbers. Let's go step by step, Marvel style. First, frame equation 1 from the first sentence. You have 1 minute. Take your time, read carefully and write it down. Ready? Go. Done? Here's what equation 1 should look like. 3x plus 2y equals 16. Got it right? Nice work. Now time for equation 2. Read the second sentence and frame the next equation. You've got another 1 minute. Go. Got it? Here's what equation 2 should be. 5x minus 6y equals 8. Got it right? Awesome. Now, let's nail the solution. Solve these two equations. Use elimination or substitution. You've got one final minute. Let's go. Final answer. The two numbers are x equals 4 and y equals 2. Think fast, solve sharp. That's how a marvel cracks it. Here comes challenge 2. Go through the problem carefully. The sum of the numerator and denominator of a fraction is 3 less than twice the denominator. If the numerator and denominator are decreased by 1, the fraction becomes 1/2. Find the fraction. Let's go step by step. Step 1. Frame equation 1 from the first sentence. You have 1 minute to turn the words into math. Go. Done. Here's equation 1. X minus y equals -3. Got it right? Well done. Step 2. Frame equation 2 from the second sentence. You've got another 1 minute. Go. Got it? Here's equation 2. 2x minus y equals 1. Got it right? Nice. Now let's nail the solution. Last 1 minute. Go. Final answer, x equals 4, y equals 7. So the fraction is 4 by 7. Think fast, solve sharp. That's how a marvel solves fractions. Challenge 3 is here. Let's test your age logic skills. 2 years ago, Salim was thrice as old as his daughter. 6 years later, he will be 4 years older than twice her age. What are their present ages? We'll go one step at a time, like a marble. Step 1. Frame equation 1 from the first sentence. Take your time. You have 1 minute. Go. Done. Here's your equation 1. X minus 3y equals negative 4. On to the next one. Step 2. Now frame equation 2 from the second sentence. You've got another 1 minute. Go. Got it? Here's equation 2. X minus 2y equals 10. Now it's time to nail the solution. Solve the equations using substitution or elimination. You've got 1 more minute. Shoo! Go! Final answer, Salim's age is 38 years. His daughter's age is 14 years. Think fast, solve sharp. That's the marvel way to master age problems. Hope. Last marvel challenge. Let's finish strong. The age of the father is twice the sum of the ages of his 2 children. After 20 years, his age will be equal to the sum of the ages of his children. Find the present age of the father. Let's break it down the Marvel way. Step 1. Frame equation 1 from the first sentence. You have 1 minute. Ready? Go. Done? Math marvels. Watch out. This one's a little tricky. The problem says the father's age is twice the sum of the ages of his two children. Now, here's where many students go wrong. They quickly assume individual ages for the two children. Let's say one is P and the other is Q. But that's not needed here. The key words are sum of ages. The problem is not asking about each child separately. It's only using the total of their ages together. So instead of two variables, we can just assume one variable. Let's call it y for the combined age of the two children. Now the statement becomes very simple. Father's age equals 2 times y. So the equation 1 is x equals 2y. Step 2. Frame equation 2 from the second sentence. You've got 1 more minute. Go. Got it? Here's the trick. The sum of ages after 20 years is not y plus 20, but actually y plus 20 plus 20. Still confused? Then test it with some real numbers. Suppose the present ages are child 1 equals 10 years, child 2 equals 5 years. After 20 years, child 1 will be 30, child 2 will be 25. The sum is 55. So now it's clear why we write y plus 40 instead of y plus 20. So equation 2 is x minus y equals 20. Now let's nail the solution. Substitute and solve. Last 1 minute. Go. Final answer: father is 40 years old. Think fast, solve sharp. Each problem cracked is a step closer to mastery. Keep scanning, keep solving. Now it's your turn, Marvels. Welcome to the Marvel mission. This is your homework challenge. 6 word problems, 30 minutes, no distractions. Each question is designed to test your logic, your equation building, and your confidence in solving. Exactly the way we practiced with S.C.A.N method. Don't rush, don't guess, solve smart. Set your timer for 30 minutes, one shot, no breaks. Remember, compete with your best, not the rest. This isn't just homework, it's a test of how sharp your thinking really is. Head down, brain on, no mercy. You're a marvel, now prove it on paper. Download the question set from the link in the comment section. Let's go. Marvels, your turn starts now. You've got 6 word problems, 30 minutes, no distractions. Time yourself, and when you're done, send your answers to enroll@mathmarvels.academy. Enjoyed the session? Tell us. Drop your feedback in the comments. Like the video if it helped you, and share it with your friends preparing for CBSE exams. Want more Marvel missions? Subscribe to weekly practice packs. You'll get concept videos, speed tricks, and full syllabus tests every week. Hit subscribe, click the bell icon, and stay sharp with Math Marvels. Because we don't fear math, we solve sharp. We are marvels. And remember, toppers aren't born, they are trained. Wishing you happy learning and thank you.